Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another Factorio episode. Factorio episode 24? Question mark? I'm pretty sure it's 24. In this episode, we are going to... What are we going to do? Actually, I know what I'm going to do. We have this part of the base here not connected. We're going to go connect that first. We're going to witness the attack. Attack of the century. So we're going to connect that over, and then we're going to put the copper on this section of the base right here. Do some more copper smelting. A little bit of base operation expansion. I'm also going to increase the amount of bots that I'm allowed to have. Oh, that's what's going on here. Okay. Do we connect all those networks? They are still not connected. So what I could do here temporarily is just do this. Connect my networks. I'm going to make a couple more roboports. I'm going to make sure my bots are building faster. Maybe not faster. More. I'm going to dump these guys down. Grab some roboports. Need a few to expand the area. Maybe 5? Maybe 5. 5 should probably do the trick. Grab some steel up over here. Everything else is holding on. Steel and then some red chips. Always red chips. Do I have gears on me? I have a few gears on me. We'll grab a couple more. Like I said before, that chest there has been super invaluable. The gear chest. If you find yourself a person who handcrafts a lot, having a chest full of gears that you can just walk by and grab all the gears is very good. Very nice. My red chips. Ooh, that is nice. So even with our little setup there extra, we are getting quite a bit extra copper. So that's very, very nice. And the red chips are backing up. That's exactly what I like to see. I can see the copper back up a bit more, but I'm going to do this as well. We're going to chest a bit of this here. We'll make sure it goes through regardless. That's just a buffer right there. Beautiful. How's our raw oil looking? Petroleum is good. Raw oil right in the middle of the base. 20,000. We're still good on the raw oil. No problems there. Okay. Cool. I do have some power lines on me. We do have a wall set up here that I have from earlier. I should probably go from the bottom up instead of the top up. Nice little cliff here. Because I'll just keep this connected in a nice straight line. I'll keep some of the people with OCD happy. Just some of them. But not a lot. This is actually not the blueprint we want at all, but that's okay. We'll make it work. No need to reinvent the wheel. Good placement there. So we'll grab this. I should really have a personal roboport at this point in time, but... I still feel like I don't carry a ton of resources on me anyways, so no super huge need for personal roboport yet. Put that there, that there. The bots are getting it done. I don't know, might be curious to see when people rush their own personal reports. I don't like hanging out in the area either, though, once I start building. Just get the bots to start it, and then I can just move away. Instead of having to always be there. We'll grab another one of those. You go there. This rock is now part of our base. Congratulations, Rock. You have been promoted. Some of these power lines here, but none of them are hooked up. That doesn't connect to anything. Good. There you go. I guess we don't need this here either. That's kind of pointless. Kind of. We'll connect the grids. You cannot reach. I don't really care about how the power grid connects. Some things I kind of care about, and that's something I really don't care about. And then we'll put one more right there, so it's all connected. I don't want to get involved in that. It's not my fight. You're like, but it's your factory. Yeah, it's still not my fight. Let other people deal with that. So that goes there. Then we smash that there. Good. Good, good, good. Put you there. Then I can do my copper smelting over here. We have a bit more space for that. These laser turrets obviously don't need to be here anymore. We'll keep a couple. Most of the corners getting hit anyway, so. As per always. But it was a bit spicy of a defensive setup over here initially. So now we have oil going backwards and forwards. So that's good. I sometimes do that with the power grid as well. I'll double it up so it connects both one way and the other way. In case for some reason a power line dies or something. It's always nice to have a bit of backup. And we're missing a bit of coverage over here. Okay. So I did have this snaking down this way. That no longer needs to be what's going on here. We're going to do our smelting in this area. So we're going to grab our deconstruction planner. We're going to do trees and rocks only. Rip out all these trees. It's not like they're absorbing much pollution here the way they're set up. Grab that. Something has died. Just some walls again. Good. Easy. Easy. So we're all defended up there. I'm going to keep pushing up this way. And we can hopefully get this copper set up in a minute. Then I can move on to other things. Moving on. Keep pushing through. Find me that ocean. Making a dent in the northern frontier. Bot's doing what they do there, and that's good. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab the... I guess we can do this. I think I want it double-sided, though. I want it like this. I prefer the double-sided setup over the single-sided setup. So you have your raw ore coming on one side and the fuel and everything on the other side. And I'll put a space so you can reinsert copper lines and such. The raw ore line. So if for some reason that fills up, you can also have it coming in here. And I'll put it on a balance or a splitter so the excess does go through. Just like that. Beautiful. And we will upgrade planner that. And then we're going to have our fuel line here. So we have actual fuel right here. So it's nice and easy. I always prefer to have fuel in the long inserter because you can't upgrade the long inserter and the furnaces don't use that much fuel. That's my logic for that. And then our fuel, we will carry it through. That doesn't carry through though. It can be swapped. And you can also be swapped. And we'll have them merge into one line here. Then if I make this go down. So that goes like that. This goes... We can make this work. We can make this work. So these guys are going to go here, and they can leave. So that's my one refined copper line right here. Or processed copper, I guess you could say. This is my other one here. I want them to kind of wombo combo into each other again. Like that. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. And we can have them merge one last time into a mega ultra copper line. Yeah, that looks good. I think I get some power lines here. We're going to do the deconstruction planner. We're going to take trees and rocks off only. I'm going to rip out these walls that don't need to be here anymore. Relics of a former base defense. Keep that there. It's nice that when you do the deconstruction planner, you can actually walk through the walls right after. It's kind of a nice feature. Do we have iron around here? If we have iron around here, I'll start making power lines. Proper power lines. We got... I guess we can do it right here. So we're going to need the steel to get pushed up here. That's iron sticks. What we can do is do this. Put you right there, and it will grab from here iron sticks, push them into that building there. Copper will go there, and you will make me power lines. And now everybody will be happy. And we need a passive provider chest. Right there. Good old passive provider chests. It's not in logistics range. Do we have any assemblers? 400. Did I not put a buffer limit on that chest where we're making those? Sure didn't. 400 seemed like a lot. Seemed like just a little bit more than I was normally wanting to have. I would normally go with 100. That would be my normal request. 400 was, I could tell something was a bit off there. But we're making the bots work. This is doing its thing. I could do like 1,000 of those. That's fine too. All my construction bots are working. Now we have 400 of them. We can check the flight paths here too. It doesn't seem like any bots are flying in really bad areas except for like that. So these guys are trying to get over here somehow. Not the smartest, but they're not really flying over super bad enemy nests right now. That's what you really want to look out for, that they're flying over the nests. And that was an F4. There's some interesting debug settings. They're called debug settings, but they're just settings to see what's going on. I don't normally play with those settings on, but it can be okay. So we're missing chemical plants right now, it looks like. I might leave the chemical plants missing. And we're also missing speed modules. That's fine too. But I grab my copper. Now that we have it kind of doing its thing, we're going to run it into here. Right, like that. Okay, belts. Stop fighting me. Grab that, and this is our line right here. We have 2 lines. We'll stick with 1 for now. We can throw an upgrade planner on that guy there. Probably don't need an upgrade planner too much more on that. This should be okay. Connect the power. There we go. Our solid fuel is looking a little lacking, you might say. Where does this even come from? A bit of solid fuel production down this way. We might just have to ramp that up. Let's go check the oils again. So we're too high on the light oil right now, so we could crack more here. These guys are kind of going full tilt, or we could set some of this up for making solid fuel as well. I'm gonna leave a triple space here to allow for beacons. We'll go down one more here. We'll do some of this. So we have a 3 space here, so you can allow a beacon to fit in there. If you could sneak it in somehow. We're going to connect it right to that. I guess that's okay like this. Let's move it over a bit more. Hit all the buildings at once anyways. Put some fast inserters. Grab some belts. So these are all inserting on the top side of the belt. So using a splitter to force it over, you can just do that. So now these are going to go... That's actually backwards how I did it. So it goes underneath, and then it forces it to load on the top side of the belt. If you can see what I did there. And we'll do a triple space there. Belt Mechanics 101. And that goes to there. And our splitter. No splitters anywhere. There you go. Okay, that's good. That is beautiful. So now we got more solid fuel, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. We do have our cup. What is going on with these inserters? This should have worked, actually. That means that this is all wrong, too. So grabbing there, offloading. Grabbing there, offloading. Did I not just copy this? Right now they're grabbing from this line and offloading. It's like it's all backwards. But isn't this... We grabbed this one, right? Oh. I actually set it up wrong. So it was right, but then I did it wrong. Easiest fix. You can either reconnect this and kind of rejig all that, or you can switch all the inserters. What I can do here is grab this, go whitelist, blacklist only, switch to those. I'm just going to remove all the inserters. Copy one section. They're too fast. Copy that. Put that there. Remove the furnaces out of this, so there's no more furnaces in this blueprint. And then do that. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Some people just make more than others. Points at myself. Yeah, but that's quite fine. As long as you know how to fix it and you catch it. Yeah, it's really not a huge problem there. Worker robot speed upgrade. Nice. I guess we'll do this. Why not? And then maybe we'll switch to damage. Energy, weapon damage. But yeah, there we go. We got more copper and it's working. Good. Power grid is... Whew, on the edge. Because these guys aren't getting enough fuel. See, that's why we added more fuel. It's like I knew in advance. I knew we were going to have a problem. It's like I played this game before. So we do have enough production. It's just it wasn't getting enough. Well, actually, we might not have enough production. So let's make more of these. could be a completely inaccurate statement. We actually might not have enough production. And I assume actually we don't have enough production. But we can make more production. Don't panic. We can fix this. Before it becomes a problem. Nobody panic. Okay. So we can go look at this, and we can go look at, over the period of 1 minute, we go to our solid fuel, and we can see our consumption is actually 700, and production is 1,000, so we're actually okay on that. It will back up on me. As long as I'm sorting it out properly, my production does meet my consumption needs. This is a bit off, though, because it's not showing what's requested. So if you were to look up at these guys here, if they're not using it, they're not consuming it, even though they need it. So it's kind of true, but kind of not true. So just take some of those things with a grain of salt sometimes. You have to know how to properly read the information. Kind of true, but kind of not really true. Okay, that's good there. I'm going to delete some of these out of my inventory. And now we're going to go look north for a second. Ooh, that's looking good. You're like, oh, what is he doing? Choo Choo. I'm going to snag some of these guys. I'm going to put some into a chest. We begin production of the artillery train. I'm going to throw this guy right to there, and this one's going to start making me roboports too. I don't like always having to manually make these things. That can go there. We're going to use a requester chest for this. Kind of cheating, but kind of not. I actually have a steel line right there. Yeah, I'd rather belt it, personally. Just like seeing the resources. And then this is going to get gears. And we do have gears up north. Making flying robot frames. No, thank you. So we just turn this into a passive provider chest. Right now we put no limit on that chest either, so it's going to build forever. Something we need to take into consideration there. Looks like we're not losing nearly as many bots either anymore. We're sitting at 573. We're going up in bots. We're not going down anymore. We used to fluctuate and go kind of up and down, but now we're holding strong, so that's good. So now roboports are automated. Excellent. This right there is doing that. And then you're going to offload to there. It doesn't matter if it didn't top load it or maximum load it because there was no chest to go into anyways. Wow, I can't talk. I do have this coffee, though. Look at that copper next to me, though. That's good to see. It's just a throttle issue right now. Delicious coffee. So that's going good. The train will start from our artillery shell factory, I think is what we'll do right now. This is a boom train. I'm a big advocate for not having a single line. Oh, wow, that's nice. For not having a single line train. But this train's very specific in its task. That is not going to work at all. We could go through... cliffs. Actually, it'd be really cool to go through here. That would be the place to be. I'd rather keep it somewhat centered. But then I'm gonna hit this cliff here too. It's just cliff after cliff. That's why people hate cliffs. Love them and hate them. If I can somehow sneak it. Oh, did we do it? Did we do it? I think we did it. I can somehow sneak it through there. It is the artillery train, so it's not a huge problem if it's a little snaky. But yeah, I want to keep the train somewhat central on the base. I don't want it up against the wall, so when it starts firing, it has a chance to be defended before it just dies. That's my logic, anyways. I think I've lost enough artillery trains to know. Give it some space. Give it a wide berth, I guess they would say. Whew, that fit nicely. So now we can use this in our blueprint. I think I will keep the stationary guns as well. So that's what I don't like that at all. We could go in front right here. The stationary guns are good because they do randomly out creep on me. You could have random stations everywhere to stop that too. So the train just kind of drives around and stops. But that area there is near the main factory. We'll keep it defended forever and ever. Radar central over there. Normally you only hear the one clicking of the radar. Click. Now it's like click, click, click. Doot, doot, doot. Kind of cool, actually. Okay. If we're manually controlling the train, we don't need signals really right now either. It's just going to be a one train. I like how I'm walking next to it. When I could be doing this. Actually going to be a lot better too to get around the factory. It's like a toy train setup. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I do love trains in Factorio though. I think they're phenomenally fun to use. My train goes boom. So we need to make a couple of these. So we need some engine units here. Grab some engine units. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm a bit lost. I'm a lost child. These not engine? No, the engine's right here. This is why we buffer things. And then some green circuits. So trains are really heavy. So if you're building your first train ever, or your first artillery train ever, know that a 1-to-1 train ratio is, it kind of works, but it is going to be not the fastest train in the world because of how the train operates. So just keep that in mind. Train cargo, trains have a weight to them and then a pulling capacity. And an artillery wagon, I believe, counts as 4 wagons. And a locomotive counts as 2 wagons. What I mean by that is I will show you in a second here. So we got 2 and we have 7. So if you have a train, I'm just going to do a train tutorial 101 for 2 seconds here. I do actually have a YouTube video on trains if you're curious with that, but we're just talking about weights right now. So if this guy right here is pulling that, that counts as 4 wagons. So this is going to go really slow. We can find that out by just doing this. We'll put that in there and you can watch. It accelerates really slowly, right? It's not very fast. And if I were to take that out and put a just a wagon on it, which counts as 1 weight, it's accelerating quite faster. Quite faster. English, great. So that counts as 1 wagon. Weight, obviously, because it's 1 wagon. Now if I put a train car going backwards, so it's not helping it drive forward, I believe it counts as 2 weights. And this counts as 4 weights. So, Factorio train weight 101. So that's why you would do something like this. You'd almost do a 3 wagon on the front because it's pulling all the other guys backwards. But it needs to do that because it's a one-sided train track. And has nowhere to go. And I'll put a station here, and we'll call it Ta. I actually normally leave my stations on the default names. The default names are the early backers of Factorio. I, unfortunately, am not one of them. But I pay my respects to the Factorio forefathers. Those who came before us. We salute you. Tips, coffee cup. So we're going to grab this. We're going to fuel our train with this. I'm actually not sure what's going on there, but that guy's having a good time. That bot, it's like he's playing X and O's by himself. This is actually doesn't do anything anymore, this whole setup, because of how we kind of changed the base. So I think what he's doing is he's grabbing off the passive provider chest and bring it to the requester chest, because this wants it and this has it. He's not our smartest bot. We have some pretty smart bots in the factory. That guy is not really him. Do we just leave him doing his thing? I think so. I think he's happy. He's in his happy place. He's like, I'm doing work, guys. I'm doing work. You're like, sure you are, Timmy. Sure you are. Currently, the train is not at a station. We'll back it up. And we're going to add station name Ta, and we're going to send it to Ta. So now she'll be sitting at Ta. Beautiful. I like to have it sitting at the station just so you can see the loading and unloading mechanic better. We're going to do one other thing here on this train. You can kind of see where it's loading a lot better if you do it that way. We're going to put a oil tanker in the middle. Yeah, that was okay there. Oil's a little finicky loading, so I would generally suggest you have the train at its station before you start doing oil unloading and loading at a stop like that. It's a pretty long train, considering it's just an artillery train. I guess it's not just an artillery train, but it's the artillery train. I want a splitter. Put that to there. Remove that. Grab some more inserters. And we'll have oil load on the other side there. Just wanted this for that. People are like, it's about time. I think there's a few comments in the channel comments about getting a train up and running. It's just going to be a bit more effective in the destruction of the biter menace. And then I need a pump. So I have a pump right here. So you notice a pump has that little box around it. That's where it clips on. If I put a pump here and a pump here, this pump doesn't work. This one's working, but this one's not working. But if I put one here, it would work. So if you wanted to double pump it, you do it like that. Pumps go pretty fast, so it's not a huge need to double pump like that, but you do you. I've never really had a problem with pumps being too slow, even in my C-block playthroughs where you need a lot of fluid. Like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. It's going pretty quick. You could go from both sides too, but and that's considering these are empty too, right? So that's literally just unloading from just one pipe right now. Literally. These guys are full already almost. Nice. Excellent. I'm going to grab a couple of those. I'm going to dump this out of my inventory. I'm going to dump that out. That. Cannot insert. It's trying to put it in my... It was trying to put it in my gun slot there. The explosive cannon shell. Couldn't do it. We're going to grab some walls. And we're going to go north. And we're going to bring that train up. Grab all those. I do have pipes. I think it's enough walls. Roboports as well. We're going to do a little push here and see what happens. Power lines? Yeah, why not? And the roboports are right here. Go, go, go. Eventually we'll pull the train through the whole factory, but for now this is okay. I have a lot of lasers on me. I don't need... Ooh, come back. I made a mistake. We have a train stop there. You go on the train interface here, and you can actually just automatically clip this up. Looks like we're having a bit of a problem up here right now. Okay, here we drive. Lots fixing, good. Now, if you keep it on automatic and it's trying to get to a station, it won't fire. But if you put it on like this mode, it will start firing. So now we can start clearing. We do have quite a few shells here. This guy's 23. I have that. I'll clear a path. Let the horde attack. And then we will push the wall up. But I need an area to get in first. You can see we're firing quite nicely with all the multiple artillery turrets here now. But I do need all the spawners going here to get through. One thing I want to hear that bass. Yeah, nice. I do love the bass of that. It's a lot of bass, no treble. So we have a kind of a pathway right now. Getting there anyways. They're going to be a little bit mad at me. That's okay. We could do this while we're waiting. Kind of defend the area a bit better. Because we're going to probably make some not friends here. So we're still clearing quite well. And we can pull this all the way up. Where's my ocean? So we're going to make this our first station here. It's going to have to go up this way. Because I have the station set up. So if it's going to go from Ta, it's going to go up to this station. The Lucifer Seraph. So the next station will be Lucifer Seraph. Currently I can't get there. We're going to do a time passed count. So it's going to have 30 seconds passed. And then it will go to the next station. If it goes up this way, it could go back. Actually can't get to the other station either. It's going to actually have a turnaround. I have to make a loop-de-loop somewhere. So if it goes to here, this station's on the... Actually, it should be able to make it. Never mind. Yeah, it should be able... It should be able to make it back. So if I were to manually bring the train here... Make sure I'm not standing on it. Bring it to Lucifer Seraph. It should make it to the next station. Yep, I can do it. And then we're going to do full cargo there. And it will come right back up. So it should automatically come back up. And then it will chill for 30 seconds. I always get confused with the one-way train tracks. I generally don't suggest a one-way train section. Look at all these biters. My poor friends. I don't even want to walk near. I'll just die instantly. But this is where it doesn't help them that they have 1,000 biters. Because even the big guys die before they even get anywhere. The behemoths can barely get a shot off. So if they keep sending massive streams like that, it's really not a huge problem. Kind of annoying, but it's not a huge problem. We'll shoot a couple more rounds and then we'll grab our walls and go up. Go north. Go north. So it is this section we're doing. But I might do this instead. I'm gonna grab this, and now we have train tracks in here as well. Easy. So need to be a bit careful here with the next placement because we do have a wave coming first. So we'll let him finish his shooting. And then we will go. This is what I don't like to see. That right there. That's exactly what you don't want to see. I think the majority of the bots aren't getting stuck, so it's not horrible, but... not the preferred way of doing business here. I will assist the bots here. The big ones are no problem. Kill them pretty casually. It's those behemoths. So our construction bots should be coming up now. It'll take them a little bit to pick up their supplies and get down here. Or up here? I think it's up. That might be the last big attack. Might be. Can't confirm. So we should have a slew of, yeah, a swarm of bots approaching. A swarm of bots approaches from the south. They are billions, anybody? A swarm of infected are coming from the south. That's a great game. They are billions. That's what I don't want to see right there. I'm going to have to try and... I'm going to try and bait them down this way. I guess we got the flamethrower right there. Whoa. That guy right there is going to save us. That's why I don't want to expand too fast while you're doing this. Whoa. And that's how you do it right there. So we now have our locomotive. We got our copper set up from last session. And we are ready to start pushing through the north. So I think we're going to sadly end the episode right there on the suspense of, is the ocean above us? But we got the train going. It's quite beautiful. We have a little oil thing in the middle of it, which is also nice. We can put them on manual if we want. And we are slowly trucking through here. Very slowly. It's a work in progress. It's never going to be a fast thing, trying to expand your factory like this. Grab that. I don't know if that was the right placement. It appears it was. Make sure this is good first. And then we'll stop there. But then we'll resume with some more of this at a later date. I can't even see what's here. It's just piles of bodies. Just piles of bodies. Like, can you tell there's a train track under there? There is. There's actually a train track under there. Could you tell though? That's a lot of. You can't even tell there's a flamethrower turret there. This factory. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next episode. This is the Amakar. killing biters like it's going out of style. Until next we meet, ciao for now.